would. It was late September, and fall was moving in swift, but there was still time before the big show here in southern New England. I had planned a big trip for my recently acquired 1962 Plymouth Valiant, but a drive shaft issue meant we might have to take one of the other chariots. The 71 air-cooled V-dub. So I changed the oil and adjusted the valves. Normally the leaves wouldn't reach peak color till the first or second week in October, but after some research, I thought we might be able to catch it early in a place we had never been in the fall.
How could you be that sweet, Britt? How could you be such a sweet?
And so on a cold, beautiful Sunday morning, we locked and loaded and shot off northbound. But not long into the drive, we started seeing a lot of bare and gray patches, which was very strange for September. It had us nervous about what we'd find the further north we went. But there were still areas that were right on schedule, though no matter where you looked, the gray was more present than any year past.
That would be almost a week in the future.
Some stretches that would normally just be starting to turn towards peak color were already dull.
That's all we can do.
I don't even know what kind of van this is. happened to fall. Normally, peak color wouldn't be for another week or two. And while some hillsides looked pretty good, you'd turn around and the next one would be brown. But I still had hope for the location and the timing that I had picked. But there were hours and hours to go, and with the sun going down, we wouldn't know how the color was till morning. On a big road trip like this, especially in an old machine, you definitely have to be prepared. We brought one of our smaller home backup power banks from Jackery, which just brings great peace of mind on a trip like this. But the power bank I'm really excited about is the new one we got back home as our main home backup power. This is the Jackery HomePower 3600 Plus. I'm actually powering my entire home office off of this right now. This is where I edit all my videos. This is where my business runs out of. I need to make sure that this room has power at all times. This was designed for the modern household. This is an all-in-one package of safe power, reliability, and portability. So we're here in my basement right next to my main electrical panel to show you one of the best features, which is this 30 amp plug. This allows you to connect directly to a transfer switch and power multiple circuits in your house. So this one unit alone is 3.6 kilowatt hours of power. But what's really cool is that it's expandable up to 21 kilowatt hours. That could power a fridge for a family of 3 for 2 weeks. We don't have a whole lot of counter space or good outlets in our kitchen, so this is useful just for everyday life at our house. We can plug in the air fryer, the pressure cooker, and run them from anywhere. 2 high draw appliances. Also, the fridge is plugged in. We're drawing 2,800 watts. It's handling it no problem. So while this unit has a ton of power, it's actually pretty portable. It's got this great handle, nice wheels, charges very fast off the wall. It can also charge really quick off of solar. It performs well in freezing temperatures, which is essential around here. So if you've been interested in home backup power, you have to check out Jackery and the HP 3600 Plus. This is built for at least 10 years of durability. It comes with a very strong warranty, and it qualifies for a 30% federal tax credit. So to learn more about Jackery and all their essential home backup power products, just hit the link in the video description below. So thank you to Jackery for sponsoring this video and for making videos like this possible. And now back to the story. And after a long, long drive avoiding highways, we arrived in the mountains.
Where does that go to?
Wait, is that the mountain bike trail? This is nuts. This is seriously such a crazy design. What? With the huge steps and everything right
What
there?
are the chances of this? I mean, you've got to be kidding me. An orange Volkswagen bus.
And what the sun revealed in the morning had me smiling ear to ear. Hardly any bare trees, just full heavenly color. We were road tripping through eastern Canada for a week, and I had booked 3 different Airbnbs, all unique in their own way. We were surrounded by national parks and endless back roads, and we had no strict plans.
The thing is, there's like companies or something, logos with each name of the place, and they're all different.
Really?
Yeah, like sounds like
I've seen a lot of good fall color in my life, and though we had just barely left our base camp, the color was already blowing me away.
Wait, that's like somebody's like house. Would you almost just walk the road again?
The landscape felt bigger and more wild up here, and was giving me a feeling of true excitement for exploration.
I don't know if my butt was behind.
You want to see rock hopping?
Yeah.
And so far, the bus was running great, and having our own little mobile base camp added to that feeling of exploration. The landscape was unique to anything we had in New England. It had its own feel, and Allie and I were both enamored.
I'm gonna go get some firewood.
Kindling for sure.
I mean, what is this place? Go.
Already the time was flying, and we only had one more evening to soak in this unique place before heading off to the next one in the morning. But now that we had arrived in our new land and settled in, it was time to start searching the nooks and crannies and find the zest of autumn in eastern Canada.
Look at all these saws.
And the maple taffy was one of the greatest treats we've ever tried. We'd only had a small taste of what this gorgeous area had to offer, and were so excited to continue exploring. We had hit the color on the nose, the bus was running good, and we were free birds flying towards our next nest in the vastness of Canadian autumn.